My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Holm doesn't seem to be himself.
Duchess Hillsborough will also not be voting. The poor woman has suffered a lot of upheaval lately. As she was feeling quite poorly, she apologizes, but she preferred to return to the continent.
The Duchess? I hope it's nothing serious.
Don't worry, Mr. President. I had someone escort her. The Duchess simply needs rest, and now she is in good hands.
I must say, Sir Gregory, you are beset by bad luck.
Indeed. One would think that I am hounded by ill fortune.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Monsieur de Richet?
I vote for.
Duke Manuel?
For.
Your Eminence?
For. But
Gregory, please. Monsieur Napoleon?
For.
Mr. von Volner?
For...
What?
Gregory, please refrain from interrupting the voting. You know the rules, brother. President Washington?
For.
The votes are now cast. The project is therefore approved.
Dirty traitor!
Mr. Godoy, soon you will be in charge of passing the territory of Louisiana over to France.
It will be done.
What have you done?
Me? Nothing, dear brother.
What have you done to me?
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened? Sir Gregory, what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
You are mad, William! I will punish you for this!
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
But I cannot die!
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What did I drink?
Can't you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body. After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me, what does that feel like? Never happened to me. Can't be good. You cannot leave your body, you cannot project yourself elsewhere, you cannot even contact Father. Go ahead, try. But you are my brother, so I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it. Well, very little.
You swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
ГГ.
What? But... What on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or...
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find a way.
Серьезно.
Hurry.
I must find them quickly.
Beneath your compassion, we take refuge, O Mother of God.
I deserve a great destiny, and I will let nothing, nor no
History
one
will
stand in the way
remember
of my
me.
dream.
And the
I sense
sacrifices
that
I made.
something is happening, but I could no longer move.
Dear God, if I lose the war against France, I will be doomed.
Так а мне выйти надо отсюда или что? Или кого? Типа выбрать кого-то из них, что ли? Я ничего не понимаю. Я же выйти не могу.
I deserve a great destiny, and I will let nothing, nor no one stand in the way of my dream.
А что делать-то надо вопрос?
Beneath your compassion, we take refuge, O Mother of God.
Как я его найду? Я ничего не понимаю. Мне кажется, если пробегаю, у меня время закончится когда-нибудь. Как я найти кого-то должен? Я что-то ничего не понимаю.
Beneath your compassion, we take
Где я
refuge, O
должен
Mother of
найти?
God.
I deserve a great destiny, and I...
А можно как-то поподробнее сказать, что мне надо сделать, нет?
Nothing, nor no one stand in the way of my dream.
History will remember me. And the sacrifices I
Ага.
But there must
Sarah?
be a way.
Is that you?
Louis? Louis, can you hear me? I'm here, Louis. Can you see me?
Of course, but I don't understand.
Oh, merciful heaven. You can see me.
Yes,
Louis, I don't know what's happening, but you must help me.
Look, just calm down.
I can't see you, Louis.
I'm here right in front of you.
No, I can't see you. The caves are deserted. I can't leave, Louis. Help me.
You died.
Died? No! What are you talking about? Look, I am right here.
And as you are my sister, it's possible that demons don't completely disappear after their physical bodies die.
But how is that possible, damn it? I'm stuck here.
I don't know. I'm only guessing. Only your physical body is dead. Apparently your spirit is kept here.
I daren't try understand. Am I condemned?
Look, neither of us know anything about this situation, really.
Help me, Louis. You are the first one, the only one to see me, to speak to me. Without you, I'll never get out of here. Don't leave me like this, I beg you.
Listen, you have to stay positive. Seeing as I've entered the ether, I must be able to leave it. If it's possible for me, then it's possible for you.
Do you really think so?
Rational and open, remember?
Yes, right. You are right. There must be a solution. But how come you can move around?
I'm not dead.
I don't understand.
I think there are many things that you don't understand.
It doesn't matter. I trust you. You are going to help me, aren't you?
I must be getting on. I can't stay much longer.
Louis, I beseech you. Promise you're going to help me.
Of course I'm going to help you, Mother.
Thank you, Louis. I trust you. Thank you.
Я надеюсь, это значит, что я могу это сделать, а не типа, что это вроде не обещал, вроде бы и обещал, но смысл один. Я надеюсь, что это хрен, я знаю, куда идти. Все, я понял, куда идти. Все понятно.
But there must be a way. Rational and...
Что, не сюда, серьезно?
Think, damn it. Think.
Сюда нельзя подняться?
But there must be a way.
Да хватит.
Rational and open, Sarah. Think, damn it. Think.
Mindful, alas, that we
Emily?
ourselves...
Louis,
You were reciting something.
a prayer of atonement. It's my punishment, Louis, for what I did to Emma. And for what I did to Sarah. I must do penance for all my sins.
It's a lot more complex than that. You're in the ether and...
I am dead, Louis. I am stuck at the place of my death and I can't seem to move. And I'm talking to an apparition that represents precisely why I lost my mind. The one for whom I committed the unforgivable.
Emily, listen to me. I assure you...
No, that's enough. I can't bear it anymore. Even in death, I have to pay for my errors. Isn't being dead payment enough? I am damned. Leave me alone, demons. I don't want to listen to you anymore. Off with you, Satan!
Leave her, Louis. There's nothing you can do for her. Very well, Emily. Very well.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, I confess my God.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here? I don't understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
Что за бред?
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone.
Кто из них кто-то,
Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
А как поставить-то? А, правую. Вот ты, короче. Сюда. Ты вот сюда.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Быстрее, 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 быстрее. Так.
I won't let him attack his brother.
Так, это холм, понятно. Короче, в одну сторону поставить тех, кто упал у холма, а в другую сторону... Ой, это мужика.
He wants to isolate me again.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Alazif back from him.
One thing is for sure. My mother and Volnor have the same objective. To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me.
Ну ладно, давай
Yes.
посмотрим.
But will they make it in time?
Связь, мне кажется, надо это
That's
делать.
not really Elizabeth. It's another demon. Who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Так, и что? А, еще с собой говорить-то, да?
I need to keep an eye on them. Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis. God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed. I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Alazif back from him.
One thing is for sure. Mother and Volnor have the same objective. To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Не, ну, конечно, можно поставить немножко по-другому, то есть... Подожди. Можно еще себя, в принципе, поставить с этой самой... случись я вот этих трех местами поменяю с вот этими, то в этом есть смысл, наверное, да. Вот так вот. Так, она вот сюда, это вот сюда. Ну ладно. Вот типа себя еще надо поставить рядом, да, наверное.
Looks like I've succeeded. They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked. But don't waste any time.
Yes, I'm coming.
At least as soon as I found the exit.
Is anyone there? I can hear you. I know you're there. Help me. Help! Can anyone hear me? It's not fair. I don't deserve this.
What are you doing here?
You. It wasn't enough for you to let me be killed. You have to come here and stop babbling away at me. Fool. You couldn't have stopped her from shooting, could you?
Wait, Emma. You're the one who passed yourself off as Emily. You decided you wanted to play with us. You pushed your sister to the edge, and now this is the result. It's got nothing to do with me.
I only wanted to exist for one brief moment. Spending my life in her shadow, being her double, it wasn't enough. I must have taken up too much room again.
That's not what I said.
Only appearing to carry out the basest of chores. How ungrateful of me to want to exist, to make my own choices. It suits you to think that it's all my fault. Be that as it may. Louis, we have no time to lose. Help me, please.
What on earth is she talking about?
Come on, you're dead.
No. There's got to be a solution. I am made of the same stuff as you. I already survived a gunshot at point-blank range. I will survive this. Help me. I'll go mad if I stay here any longer. I must have been here several months. I stopped counting from... Hang on. What are you doing here? Are you dead?
Я не знаю. А я мог с ней не говорить, да? Вообще логично, что я себе с ней не поговорил, было бы неплохо. Зачем мне это надо? Откровенно говоря. Ну, я не знаю.
Look, never mind. Don't take this the wrong way, but it would take too long to explain it all.
But you can move about, can't you?
I'm not dead, Emma.
So you should be able to help me.
Emma, I have no idea of what's going on. How do you expect me to help you?
There must be a way. I beg you, promise you will help me, Louis.
Emma, how can you expect me to promise anything under these conditions?
Don't leave me, Louis.
Look, I don't want to get your hopes up, Emma. I hope you understand. Farewell.
No, Louis. No! Louis! No! Don't leave me! Louis! Filthy scum, I'll kill you!
Конечно.
You must be quick.
My memories. I'm losing my sense of who. Louis? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste!
Каким образом? Вы что, издеваетесь? Что? Ничего не понимаю.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. And the cherry on...
blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Home won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
Надо по порядку, что ли, их выбирать? Вы вообще издеваетесь? Же миллиард штук.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
It's about my first vision on the island, the day of my arrival. This could be the beginning of the story, yet Holmes is talking about bringing Emily back again. So there must have been something before this.
Charles Francois. What an adventure. It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With one stroke, I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders. And I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice.
Dear Countess du Nostar.
Что происходит? Что это такое? Я вообще такого не помню. Алло.
I can't hold out. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
Ладно, это что, еще раз?
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time?
This is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
Просто интересно, туда надо идти куда-то. Я просто не знаю, хрен. Ну, допустим, ладно. Возможно, тут просто... Ну, может, и не знаю. Это что? Это Элизабет, что ли? А,
Who's there? Elizabeth? But I saw your body. You're dead.
Gregory? No. No, you are not Gregory. Something's not right. Gregory, you are in danger.
Elizabeth, what's the matter?
Who are you?
Отец. Ёлы-палы. Сейчас я не скажу. Выйду решим. Ну, не знаю. Что-то не знаю. Ну, допустим,
My name
ладно.
is Louis de Richet. William Alexander Mortimer's son.
William?
Ah,
I see. What's happening here? My son is in danger. Talk!
but tell me, what happened with the...
That's enough. Do you think you can question me? You really have no idea who I am.
Какой нахрен это кто вообще? Неизвестно.
I thought you were dead.
I am not Elizabeth Adams. She was killed. Brutally. Who killed her? Tell me.
А кто это такой? Какой нахрен Сейл? Кто это? Что это?
I haven't the faintest idea.
You're lying. You know, don't you? Why hide the truth from me? Are you the one? No, no. It's not you. But you know who did it. One last time. Who killed Elizabeth Adams?
It's just... I don't... William!
That is good, my child.
Is it you
Your
who...
question is irrelevant. Elizabeth was just a receptacle which allowed me to observe William's actions.
But I didn't even ask the question.
You thought it.
You're the one who Elizabeth kept hearing in her head. You're the one who gnawed at her from inside, year after year.
Who dare speak to me in that tone of voice?
She spent her whole life trying to escape from you.
And it was all for nothing. No one can escape from me. I am the father of all, founder of our house, grand architect of the laws that govern us, and creator of he you call Gregory home. At this moment, yes. As well as all of his brothers and sisters.
Damn it. It's home and Mortimer's father. But why am I hearing you through Elizabeth Adams?
So that is how you see me, is it? Here, everything is mere make-believe. Your mind is working to give me an appearance that will allow you to see me.
Sir Gregory has been poisoned.
What? Who dares attack my son?
It would seem it was Lord Mortimer.
William, that vile little traitor. He dared overstep our family rules. No member of the family will you kill. The dog, he will pay for this.
No, Louis, no! The longer you remain in his presence, the more danger you're in. Just get out of here!
Wait! I have a proposal to make to you.
Не, пока, да, я не буду, я даже не буду с ним связываться.
Come back, or you shall feel my wrath.
Так, и что теперь делать? Ну, это сам первый найти. Да, что? Ну, давай, не души меня, я так ничего не понимаю.
Louis. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. He's coming! France, so much effort. It was a trap right from the start.
Previous conference? That's when Mortimer started putting his plan into action. That's how this whole thing began. Previous conference? That's when Mortimer started putting his plan into action. That's how this whole thing began.
At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is the first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Да? Блин, ну так это долго, мне кажется.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
It's about my first vision on the island, the day of my arrival. This could be the beginning of the story, yet Holmes is talking about bringing Emily back again. So there must have been something before this.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. Supposedly to
I'm on the right track here.
Давай, давай, шевелись. Так, это последний, да? Наверное. Так. Вот это, наверное, да. Что-то такое, что мы приплыли.
This is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
Так, а где остальные?
Ah, Charles François. What an adventure. tests do not start. What a pity you disappointed me. Ah, Charles Francois. What? France. So much effort. So much wasted time. It was a trap right from the start. I recall Sparta. And when Elizabeth...
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for Holm. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Biaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared, His children are gathered together? Yes? He feeds Louis, and I continue... He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children.
Мы видим его, да, это самое. Да, сколько их должно.
I recall Sparta.
Это все какие-то бесполезные воспоминания. Осталось последнее, вот это, которое...
France. So much He allowed me to bring Emily back again. And the cherry on the cake.
Blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Holm won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body. He cut off all communication with Father and brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry! I absolutely must see you before it's too late. If you have managed to follow my thoughts, come to me. Quickly!
Как? Куда? Кого? Что? Помогите. Что делать-то? Подожди. Вот так. Внезапно. Уровень понизили. Как это бился-то? Ну давай быстрее, елки-палки, спаси. Хотя, может, он не хочет нас спасать, а?
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer
Keep him out. He's coming.
He's here.
I can't. Can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis. I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
He's just in front of you.
I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. You made your choice, and you have lost.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with all this so easily. I implore you.
Не, ну блин, этого я не буду поддерживать.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you, nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
You can be so stupid. As for me, I won't be around much longer. So if you want to stand the slightest chance against him, at least make sure you are armed, Louis.
What do you mean?
The lance, Louis. Have you got the lance?
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
Видео?
You will be punished.
Вот так вот. Да не, бред, он бы меня кинул 100%, он больной. Он бы меня кинул, я уверен в этом на самом деле. Я не знаю почему, но мне кажется, он меня кинул. 8, вот так, внезапно. Для чего мне все вот эти штуки нужны, интересно, сейчас? Зачем мне это сейчас прокачивать? Ну, допустим, я просто не понимаю, зачем мне это, ну ладно, да? То есть, просто ради прикола это звучу, я просто не понимаю, какой смысл в этом. Зачем мне это сейчас?
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
What happened in the ether?
I surpassed him.
What do you mean you surpassed him?
I made sure he was poisoned by my blood before our little chat. Remember the cup of tea in the dining room? I wagered that Gregory simply wouldn't be able to let it get cold. Old habits do die hard.
You put your blood in your tea?
And he put the hangman's rope round his own neck. Ironic, isn't it? Unable to extract himself from his physical body, it didn't take much time for me to absorb him. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Right. All I have to do now is confront Mortimer.
Как же я буду это делать? Пойдем. То есть не надо надеяться на то, что эта хрень, я правильно ее собрал сейчас.
Right. Now's the time to join Mortimer. I won't be able to go back after...
В чем смысл не входить, интересно? В чем смысл не входить? В чем смысл-то? Ладно, говорят, надо заручиться поддержкой определенной. Ну ладно, я просто не знаю, что это даст, честно говоря. Ну, оба. Поговорим немного. Пойдем. Ребят. Вернее, девчонки.
Monsieur Jacques Perru?
Ничего не понял. Так, а где они? А где они? Или это типа надо было, чтобы они были живы?
2 coils circle the lock.
О, письмо махай.
Dear Gregory, thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with Lord Mortimer. It will be more difficult to approach him. Napoleon Bonaparte was unknown to me until today. He's a passionate young French soldier for whom Mortimer predicts a promising future. Take heed. He is a man of conviction, which to my mind makes him potentially dangerous. As for Sarah de Richet, what more is there to say? You already know each other. She was apparently invited by Lord Mortimer about an ongoing matter in Paris that concerns a receiver in stolen art.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Или типа я не могу их, я что-то ничего не знаю, типа. А где они? Или тут никого не... Или типа они... То, что они мертвые, я что-то ничего не... Ничего не понимаю. Что за бред? То есть это нельзя все-таки, да, так понимаю, что сделать? Я просто не вижу их. Ну, да вроде их. Ничего не понимаю.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Это типа из того, что я... Ну, то есть... Здесь нет, да, просто. То есть мне придется одному еще сделать. Ну ладно. Книжка.
Grammar of Port-Royal. Ah, the artistry of the French language in all its splendor. Whoever masters French commands the world. At least une partie of it.
Ладно, пойдем пробовать. Ну пойдем.
Right, now's the time to join Mortimer. I won't be able to go back after... Here we go.
Louis, at last.
You wanted to see me?
Let's get it over with, shall we? I've grown tired of all this. But before we begin, I would like you to give me back the Holy Lance, please. Now that Gregory is gone, you won't be needing it anymore, and I prefer to put it back in its place.
Ты меня этим... Понятно, все с тобой понятно. Гаденыша. Понятно.
I no longer have it.
Что мне?
Didn't Monsieur Bonaparte give it back to you?
No. So, the rascal stole it from you, did he?
It's not something I'm proud to admit, but yes. He thought I was trying to rob you and that it would compromise the conference.
How typical of him. This conference will have been one of the most eventful I've ever known.
I'll just have to take your word for it.
Before I get to why we're here, you must know that I've been watching you very closely over these past few days. I was impressed by your intervention to prevent Peru from killing himself. You remind me of myself when I was starting out. As for the door of my crypt, no one had ever found out how to open it before you. You succeeded in telling the Hillsborough twins apart. Even for me, that wasn't an easy thing to do at first. What an unpleasant surprise it was when I found out that you had tried to warn the Papal States against Gregory and me. Did you really think you could succeed?
Damn it. He found out about that.
But the important thing is that you escaped the worst with Volner, because he could have killed you when you were in the guise of Piaget.
Yes, it was a bit touch and go.
Which leads me to a chat about what I envisage for you now. You are the chosen one, Louis. The one I've been waiting for all this time.
Thank you.
We are going to be able to become one.
I don't quite follow you.
Be proud of yourself, son, for you are the one I have chosen to be my next mortal coil.
But what about me? Am I imagining things, or did he just tell me to my face that he's going to eat me?
Unfortunately, no, you won't survive the transfer. But I want you to know that I only select my bodies from my own children, and that you are the one who has impressed me most. It's far from being my first time, as you can imagine. I didn't think it was possible to find a more promising son than dear Augustus. You can be very proud of yourself.
Wait a second, hang on. Do you realize what you're saying? Are you insane?
Oh, come, my son. Let's not end everything on a bad note, please.
bitch! He's not going to get away with this so easily. I must make him get closer to me.
Come now, don't complicate things.
Wait, I have something else you want.
Well, look at that. You found it. Decidedly, you are very resourceful, Louis. You impress me right up to the very last. For Al-Azif, I am willing to get closer.
Гвоздем, елки-палки, что за дичь? Каким еще нахрен гвоздем, а? Что за бред? Каким гвоздем? Что, алло, что за бред?
No! No, not now! You've ruined everything!
Like father, like son.
As Mortimer had planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France. Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Wollner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Wollner became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference in the Prussian countryside. His Eminence was obliged to justify himself on his return from the British Isles over the letter he had sent to His Holiness. Unable to say more about the superior dark forces that he had spoken of, his mental health was brought into question. He was consequently withdrawn from papal state power, and it became preferable to speak politely about a faraway retreat when referring to his anonymous confinement in an asylum of Rome. On his return from Paris, Peyroux resigned from his posting as judge at the revolutionary courts. He withdrew to the south of France with his daughter until his death. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.